So you will need to do this, a feeding tube. So this is a 3.5 French polypropylene catheter. So this is the size needed for this kitten. He's about 11 days old. You'll need a syringe that will fit on the end of your tube. You will need kitten formula too. So what to do before you tube feed. You will need to heat up, warm your kitten formula, make sure it's not too hot. You will need to wash your hands because you are directly putting bacteria down their throat if you don't wash your hands. So what I did, I weighed Joey. Now you will feed them 5% of their body weight. So that means Joey will get 5 cc's. Always round down what you feed them, because if you feed them more, that's really bad and it can make them really sick. So I'm going to stick the end of the syringe onto the end of the tube, and also feed them less often. If you feed them too often, that is again really bad if you are overfeeding. So to measure your tube, you're going to want to measure him from his nose to the end of his rib cage, and that's how you know how much to put down his throat. As you see, we put a little line there, you mark it with a Sharpie, so that's how much is going into Joey. So then to begin the actual feeding, I have my warm formula, my tube, and the kitten. So there's a little pressure point that you'll want to try to find on his jaw to help him open his mouth. And I'm going to press, I'm going to get him to open his mouth, and I'm going to start putting the tube. Now it's something to remember, if he's crying, that is good, so keep going, you're in the right tube. If he's not making any noise, you're probably down the wrong tube, so take it out and start over. Joey's a little squirmy, which is actually good behavior. It shows that he's okay. So I put it down his throat, I'm holding his mouth shut so he doesn't take the tube out, and I'm going to try my best to hold his paws down because he's figured out how to pull the tube out of his mouth. So then I pull up here so he can't really get the tube and make sure it's going down, and slowly push the formula in. And as you're putting the formula in the tube, make sure there are no air bubbles in it. That's very important. So I'm slowly pushing. Joey is squirming, which is good. That means it's working. He's a little tough to handle, but keep pushing. He keeps screaming, which is good. That means it's going down the right tube. So again, it's very important to weigh your kittens, especially even if you have the mother cat. We have the mother cat here. It feeds Joey's little siblings. They all latch on. They're all getting enough nutrients. They are gaining weight. Joey, however, is not. So even if they are getting their food from their mom, it's still important to weigh them, check in on them, bottle feed them if you need, or in this case, tube feed if they're not getting enough food or nutrients from their mom or the bottle. And if you don't know how to bottle feed, let us know in the comments. We can make another video on that. We have some more kittens that we bottle feed here as well. So we're almost done. Slowly, like I said, it's better slow. And he got all of his food, so now I'm going to slowly pull it out of his mouth. He's happy now. He's not crying anymore. So then, once you're done, you're going to want to clean out your syringe, and then this part's very important. You need to kill all the bacteria for next time that you feed. So you run the tube under the water, make sure all the formula comes out, and then you are going to want to coil it up and put it in a glass measuring cup, put warm water in it, make sure it's fully submerged, and then put it in the microwave for 2 minutes. Once it's done, take it out, let it drip dry, and then next time you feed, just don't touch what goes in his body. And that's how you tube feed. And then also make sure to stimulate your kitten once he's done eating. If you don't know how to do that, take some toilet paper or a cotton ball, put it in some warm water. A lot of people don't know that you have to do this. They're very surprised when you find out you have to stimulate your kitten, but they can't go to the bathroom on their own. So you're going to want to take the wet side and just stimulate his area, and you can see that it's working, and he is going to the bathroom. His eyes are actually starting to open now. This little Joey. And then, like I said, for a kitten about this age, we do about every 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours. His eyes are almost fully open. That's the first time we've seen that. Say hi, Joey. So we do about every 4 hours just to make sure we aren't overfeeding. And like I said, at 5% of their body weight, if it's a decimal, if it's 8.35, round down to just 8 cc's. Or if it's 8.5, don't round up to 9. You don't want to overfeed your kitten. So Joey's doing well, he's doing better, he's gaining weight, and that's how you tube feed.